So I think guns are stupid. You know, some of my buddies are like, actually, if everyone had a gun, we wouldn't have these mass shootings anymore. Because then anytime one happened, you could just pull your gun out and shoot the shooter, end of story. I'm like, okay, let me run this scenario by you. You're at the mall, you're at your local Foot Locker, picking yourself up a new pair of Nike kicks. Mall shooting goes down. You run, you duck behind the counter, you pull out your pistol, and you think to yourself, oh, that son of a bitch, he came to the wrong mall. Now, here's the problem. First guy to come around that corner with a gun out, you're not waiting to figure out whether he's a friendly or the shooter. So you shoot him. Now somebody just saw you shoot him. They have now identified you as the shooter. Now they start shooting at you. This sets off a chain reaction of shootings throughout the mall, turning that place into one giant Call of Duty death match where you're gonna have one guy come crawling out of there at the end like, Jesus Christ, barely made it out of there alive. Thank God I had my gun though.
3 people are dead and 2 more are injured after a shooting at the Greenwood Park Mall. The shooting suspect, who police believed acted alone, was killed soon after by an armed citizen at the mall, police said. This presumed good guy with a gun is the exception, not the rule. This person being deemed a good Samaritan likely saved lives, although they didn't prevent the mass shooting from occurring to begin with. Details about their ability to have and carry a gun in that mall, which is in the state of Indiana, where you no longer need a permit to carry as of July 1st, are under investigation. With that said, Alex Tells Jokes is right. Look, even though mass shootings represent less than 1% of all firearm homicide deaths, and we are statistically more likely to be shot and killed by a family member, acquaintance, or intimate partner, even before the mass shootings at Highland Parks, Uvalde, and Buffalo, I had/have contingency plans in my own mind about what to do in one situation and not the other. As the New York Times states, everyday killings receive far less attention than the mass murder at, say, the parade, but they are the standard for American gun violence. More than 95% of gun homicides this year have been shootings with 1 to 3 victims. But see, no one remembers these facts in a moment. We collectively have PTSD due to fears of being victims of gun violence. Remember almost 3 years ago, hundreds at Times Square ran for their lives, mistaking bike backfire for gunshots. So let's look at a practical application of what I'm getting at. At least 12 people were injured while fleeing the Independence Day show in downtown Orlando, Florida, after the sound of fireworks were mistaken for gunshots, local media reported. There were no gunshots, only fireworks. This TikToker said someone shot off fireworks behind a crowd and spooked them, causing them to run, leaving behind their belongings. Some even jumped in a lake. Yet, this notion remains.
It was right at the start of the Christmas shopping season in Hoover, Alabama at the River Chase Galleria, a very large mall outside of Birmingham, Alabama. After the shots, military veteran Emantic Bradford Jr. did what everybody else did, ran, because people are shooting. But then, in an effort to help out, he unholstered his weapon and began to go towards the sound of the gunfire. That's when Officer David Alexander saw Bradford and shot him in the back without warning 4 times. The initial shooter got away. He was captured later. Bradford was dead. The good guy with the gun was dead.
Doesn't that prove the inherent issues with the good guy with the gun idea? Who's the good guy? And how often would there ever be a clear shot when people are running for their lives? How many people have enough training to be heroes? Based on how many Americans own guns and carry them regularly, we should see the reason we're so adamant about our right to carry is because of mass shooters. None of us want to be defenseless against a madman type of person more often by now. We're all on the defense. Can't even enjoy independence. For Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. If you want to see content from yours truly, click on the hashtag below. I can also be found on all socials at He Gon' Be Alright. Thanks for watching.